I guess I should start right at the beginning, because that's always the best place for stories to start. See, everything here in the jungle was new and different to me. That's right, I said jungle. I could hardly believe it myself. And when the sun comes up around here, it really comes up. And the first place it shines is on the eagle family, because they live so high in the mountains. See that little one? His name is Sandy, and I'll tell you all about him later on. But for now, the dad eagle knew it was time to go look for the family's breakfast. Ah! How come I know so much about the jungle? Well, I don't really, but I'm learning all the time. See, I'm not from here at all, and this won't be a once-upon-a-time story either, because it really happened to me. When my dad said, David, we're going far away for summer vacation, he wasn't kidding. But I thought for sure I could bring my computer or at least my bicycle, but no such luck. Heck, here in the jungle, there isn't even any television. All my friends were back home in Chicago. I was stuck way out here with only animals to play with, and I wasn't too sure they were very friendly. But it didn't take me long to figure out that animals were a lot like people. There were all kinds of them. They treat you as nice as you treat them. And just like people, some of them could be pretty silly sometimes.
Find the lost pearl. Yes, in the wrong hands, it could cause chaos on Earth. Well, the sun's coming up again. We're losing our shining powers for another day. We'll have to look for the pearl later. We'll search again tonight when it's dark and our powers return. Hey, wait for me.
The animals were scared and surprised. They didn't know what to think of the tiny men from outer space who were gone in a flash. This is the place where we stayed all summer long. It was all right, I guess. If you like places with big bugs, no sidewalks for skateboarding, no rock radio, and not even one frozen yogurt shop. That's my dad. He likes the scenery here. He likes it a lot.
Is this paradise or what? No two ways about it. This is one beautiful morning for getting a little exercise.
I was coming back home for breakfast when I noticed a big dark cloud of pollution in the front yard. I just had to tease my dad a little bit. Smog alert! Smog alert! We left the city to get away from the pollution, didn't we, Dad?
What'd you say, son?
I said that smoking's not good for your health at all. Yeah.
Breakfast is ready. Come on in, you two.
Coming!
Yes, we're on our way, dear. You've convinced me, son. I'll give up smoking. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're both up and dressed, I have an early surprise.
Oh, hey!
Ah!
Since it's your birthday all day long, David, I'll show you your cake now. But we'll save it for tonight's party.
Okay, Mom, but it really looks great. Huh?
That's your present. And now, voila! Ta-da!
Wow! It's a puppy, isn't it?
That's right, and his name is Pips.
There couldn't be a better present in the whole world. I'd wanted a puppy for as long as I could remember. Hooray! Now then, well, come on out, little guy, come on out. Play, fun, Pips. Hey, I could tell that Pips was pretty excited, too, even though he had a hard time finding his way out of that basket. I had to admit he was kind of cute, and you sure don't see trips like these very often, not even in the circus.
Quick, we gotta turn off the fan.
Whoa! I've got it.
Hurry,
I'll take
Dad.
care of it, just like this.
It's okay, Pips, I'll catch you.
Stand back, David. Your father will catch him.
Of course I will, dear. I will. Look out!
Oh, well, so much for my birthday cake. At least Pips wasn't hurt, and that's what really mattered. So I guess it turned out to be a pretty good birthday after all. It's one that Pip sure won't forget. Meantime, those eagles we saw a while ago were having a celebration of their own. And the father eagle was proudly announcing the occasion. Today would be the very first time the little eagle would test his wings and try to fly. He was willing to take that first big step because he'd seen his father do it so many times before. But of course, it wasn't that easy. It was a good thing the daddy eagle was there to help out. Sure was a nice try, though, and I just knew that he'd do it better the next time. The important thing was that he'd made an effort, and it was real obvious that they all loved each other very much. See, animals are a lot like people after all, but I think some people are more dangerous than animals, especially Miss Fondo.
The LA trip wasted the whole day. We haven't captured one single animal, Samuel. Tomorrow, let's get moving and set a lot of traps. Mr. Steelmore has given us strict orders. We have to get elephants and eagles and animals of all kinds. And then we'll sell them for their tusks, feathers, and hides.
Pips, what's the matter, boy? What are you whining about? Come on over here and lie down. Did you hear me, Pips? If the jungle could talk, it probably would have said it didn't think very much of its new visitors, but Miss Doe and her friend Samuel had too much on their minds this morning to care.
Samuel, where have you gone?
Void where prohibited! Void where prohibited! Hello, cutie!
Samuel! Samuel! There you are! Come here, you goony gorilla! Why don't you ever come to me when I call you? You know I told you to sit by the televisophone to wait for the call from Mr. Steelmore. Oh, there he is now! Get it! Oh! Oh, you are hopeless. Do I have to do everything myself? This is such a piece of junk. Go ahead, swing for all the options, I said, but the boss, he wouldn't listen.
All right, let's have it. What's the latest, Miss Doe?
I found a great new diet.
Don't get cute. You're gonna trap some animals. Right, you're gonna trap us some nice animals and then get me the Spacer's magic pearls. Yeah, that's it. And once I get a hold of those pearls, that'll give me all the power in the world, which ain't bad for starters. Now get them for me.
But, sir, we don't even know what they look like.
Just find them. Do what it takes to find them. If you can't get the job done, I'll have to get myself someone who will. Just a simple dream from a simple guy. I'm gonna have a town built for me right there in that jungle, and with the help of those Spacer's magic pearls, I'll control the whole world right from there. Now you might ask, Mr. Steelmore, is that all? Well, of course not. First I'll rule the world, then I'll be ready to take on lots of bigger things. Now get going.
Tune in tomorrow. Same time, same channel.
You heard the boss, Samuel. It's time to get serious. We'll set out as many traps as we can. And in so doing, we'll capture lots of things. Quiet!
The poor little elephant didn't have any reason to suspect a thing. He was playing in the clearing as usual and didn't notice those two hiding in the brush. And if he had, he probably would have trusted them, because that's the way of the jungle. But it was a trap!
Aha! Oh, we packed a bagaderm. Bagged a dermapack. Pachyderm. We've got an elephant. Mr. Steelmore will get big bucks for this one. He'll love us.
At first he was very confused, but the little elephant soon figured out what happened to him.
That was easier than I thought. I hope all the other animals in this jungle are as cooperative as this one is. But the animals aren't the problem. It's finding those Spacer's pearls that worries me.
Pips! Hey, I got your dinner here. Pips! Oh, there you are. Here, Guess you taught that mosquito a thing or two, didn't you? Come on up here. Okay, that's a good boy. I wonder what's happened to that little eagle. Do you suppose he's learned to fly on his own? There was something special about that tiny bird. I used to check his nest every day. As much as he wanted it, he wasn't quite ready to fly alone yet. His wings weren't big enough, but the eagle thought if maybe he could sound like his father, he could fly like him too. Every time he looked over the edge of the nest, he was reminded not only that the world beyond was big and exciting, but also that he was still so tiny and inexperienced. But this was no ordinary little eagle. He was determined to fly like his father and gave it his best shot. For a while, I thought he'd make it too. But as I said, he was still a bit too young and his little body was bigger than his wings. This was where Sandy learned about the law of gravity. I mean, what goes up must come down. Lucky for Sandy that his feathers cushioned the fall and he was only shaken up. He'd have to wait and grow some more of those feathers before he could fly on his own. For now, he'd have to walk back home, and that can be dangerous if you don't have a big person with you.
Samuel, you can call me a happy camper. We're gonna catch a whole menagerie. Finding those spacers will be a big hassle, but since they glow in the dark, we might have better luck at night. Hello! We hit the jackpot, Samuel! I don't believe it! We don't even have to search for them. They've fallen right into our lap. Think about it, my simian friend. Those are real spacers in our very own backyard. Now, all we have to do is follow them and steal their magic pearls.
The next morning when I woke up, I decided that it was too nice a day to spend any of it inside. Just the kind of day that's perfect for playing in the jungle. Yay! Hooray!
Son,
We're going exploring.
the jungle can be dangerous, and I don't want you two to get lost out there.
Okay. Pips and I'll be real careful. Honest, Dad.
Just don't stay out there too long, all right?
Thanks, Dad. Let's go, Pips. I'm a famous explorer, and you're my trusty sidekick. Look out, jungle. Here we come. It'll be okay in here. Come on, Pips, old pal. Huh? Huh? I heard some funny noises before, but none of them ever sounded like those noises. Things were getting scary.
Slippery when wet.
I couldn't figure it out. There. Just as I was thinking about making a run for it, we saw them. At first, I thought they were beetles or something, but they were cute little creatures I'd never seen before, and never heard of, for that matter. Hey, come back, you guys. We just had to get a closer look. Where'd you go? Oh. What is all this? And who's trapped all these animals? Something's wrong here. Huh? What was that sound, Pips? Look, it's that tiny eagle. It's okay now, little birdie. His mommy and daddy have been trapped. Don't you worry about a thing. We're your friends and we'll see to it that your folks escape.
You want fries with your order?
Quiet, you. Pips. Don't cry. I felt so sorry for these animals. They were being locked up like prisoners. Hey, guy. I'll set you free. There you go. Now you can come on out. One by one, I let all the animals go. There we are. Yeah. Well, gee, I guess you're free to find that old hare and get back to the race, huh? Figuring he could use a head start, I gave him my old roller skates. But he wasn't the only one around here who needed a little help. Aren't you the clumsy one? It wasn't right for these animals to be locked up in cages like that, and I was feeling pretty good about letting them go free again. But things were too peaceful to last for long. The sound of engines was getting louder, and I knew that somebody'd be real upset with me when they got back. It was time to get out of there, and fast. I ran faster than I ever ran before, and so did my friends.
Hey, cut that out!
I was right. Something about the sound of her voice told me we'd better not hang around and talk.
Don't just sit there. Why don't you do something? I gotcha. You're gonna take a little trip to the zoo, but I think you'll like it. They got lots of other animals there. Don't let go! I said, whatever you do, don't let go! Whoa, look out! I distinctly told him not to let go. Do everything myself. Ha ha! Why, you ought to come back here! Gotcha! That'll teach you to tussle with a professional! Guard that snake! If I get my hands on that little kid, I
didn't want to hang around to hear what she had in mind. I had a feeling I wouldn't like it very much.
Come back, little man. I have pizza and a skateboard and a videotape of Madonna. What do you say, bud?
Oh, you don't fool me, and I'm not afraid of you either. I'm coming back to free all of my friends if it's the last thing I do.
What is that kid yammering about? Oh, well, there's plenty of time to punch his clock later on. Right now, I've got to track down those magic pearls and keep old Mr. Steelmore off of my back. And then maybe I'll get my nails done. It isn't easy being me.
Mom's usually pretty cool about stuff, but Dad was another story. You had to know how to play things just so, or else there'd be trouble. That's why I waited till after dinner to spring this baby eagle thing on them. I took a big, deep breath and hoped for the best.
Well, let's see that cute little bird you got there.
Here!
Aw, kind of looks like your Aunt Clara without her makeup. At least I think so, son.
No, Dad, he looks much better than that.
Well, it sure is a sweet little guy.
Do you suppose it's hurt, Edward?
Let's just check. Looks fine to me.
You need a name.
Yeah, something cute.
Well, what if we go right ahead and call it Clara?
Aw, Dad. Not Clara. You know what? I've got the perfect name. I think we should call our cute little eagle Sandy. What do you think about that, Pips?
You're right, son. It doesn't look anything like your aunt. Clara's got a mustache.
Good one,
That's
Dad.
enough, you two. But he sure is an adorable little guy, isn't he?
Look at that crazy dog. I wonder what he's up to.
What are you doing, Pips?
No. Sorry, Pips. Only dogs chew on bones. That's right, Pips. Little eagles don't eat the same things that you do. Wouldn't want him to break his beak now, would you?
Aw, don't feel bad, little guy. You did good. You didn't know.
He'll be okay, son.
Uh-oh. Now we've done it. Pips! be sad. I tried to get him to come out of the basket, but it wasn't easy. Here I come. Come on, Pip. I know you're in there, buddy. Whoa!
Watch out! Puppy, what are you doing?
Do something.
Stop that!
Nice puppy. Here,
What is going on in there? Pip! That's a good puppy. Come on now. Come on.
You're all right, Sandy. Yeah. Pop, you're a piece of work. You know that, don't you? Hey! The three of us will stick together from now on.
I'll go get the cocoa started.
Little Eagle here. He's a member of our family already, right?
I'm on to you, young man. Uh-huh. I guess that'll be all right. Tiny eagles are meant to fly free in the wilderness, you know that. So he can only stay for a while, and then we have to send him safely on his little way back home.
But all the animals have been captured by a bad lady. It's true. And I have to free all of them. She's got Sandy's parents.
Huh? Sarah, please come in here.
What is it?
The whole jungle's in danger.
We've got to have a little talk. I've told you before that you should always tell the truth.
Of course, I was telling him the truth, but he didn't believe me.
Soon all of the animals will be trapped. And I'll be filthy rich. So back to work, Nimrod.
You've got a very active imagination. Get some shut-eye, partner, and then when you wake up, you'll have forgotten all about it.
Well, I wouldn't bet on that.
Okay, you get some sleep now, and we'll talk it over tomorrow.
Good night.
I don't know where he gets that wild imagination of his. Certainly not from my side of the family.
Must be from his ugly Aunt Clara, the one with the mustache.
Oh, come here. I'm sorry.
So that was it for a pretty weird day. Everything felt peaceful and quiet, but outside in the dark jungle, it was nothing but danger for the poor animals and for the spacers who were looking for their lost pearl. Later that night, when most everybody in the jungle was asleep, something totally strange started to happen.
We have put a lid on it. The world's ending and I've got nothing to wear. What would Sigourney Weaver do at a time like this? Oh! No! Huh? Ah! The spacers!
Oh! Boy, did I have some kind of dream. Come on, guys. That's when I saw all the weird lights.
Planet Earth,
Prepare for landing sequence.
begin descent mode, Gamma set.
Operation Lost Pearl underway.
That's it, I'm out of here. Come on, guys. No noise now.
Shh.
Here we go. I couldn't wait to see what was in that jungle.
We're suffering from what the Earth humans call bad luck.
Affirmative, a pearl is still missing.
And if all 6 pearls are not in their proper order, they all lose their magic powers. Why? Danger, the large Earth human is coming this way. Our time is limited. We have no choice. We must find our lost pearl soon or suffer serious consequences.
Lead the way.
We
will follow. We will follow.
Hurry.
Get the Land Runner! If I could just... Long time for us, you Why do I ought to put you in a cage of your own? Now let's get out of here. I forgot to bring a cage. Oh. I need an empty cage. So long. Turtle, the animal traders will pay big bucks for that shell of yours. You two have a real nice day.
We come to Earth when the stars are aligned. We reside on our own private planet. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Call us Quicks.
Plex.
Rex. And Mix. Tricks.
And Plex came
Do. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We all live on a mystic, unknown planet. Up above the stars and beyond the Milky Way. Don't hesitate to ask us any questions. We'll give you the solution any day, any day, any day, any day. We have 6 magic pearls that are carried in a case, and when lined up straight, they hold the powers on in space. Pearls hold the answers, pearls have the cure. Pearls conquer evil and protect us, that's for sure.
Here we are, Samuel. Stay very close and be quiet.
Miss Doe had finally found what she was looking for.
So that's what those spacer guys look like. Soon we'll deliver the pearls to Mr. Steelmore. And then we can start counting our money.
This was Miss Doe's chance, and she wasn't going to pass it up.
Spacers! You're mine!
We hadn't been in the jungle very long when we heard all the noise. If that lady was around, somebody'd need my help, but I'd have to be real careful.
Now we just grab the pearls. It'll be a piece of cake. And Steelmore's gonna pay us for this?
Gee, I sure hope not. Guys, this is getting serious. I don't know what I can do to help.
We're headed the wrong way.
They need our help, don't they? Yeah. Don't worry, together we'll think of something.
The situation is critical.
Uh-oh. There's a spacer they didn't get. He must have escaped. We want to help you. Where are you going?
How can I trust you? Yet how can I not trust you? I am desperate. Very well, this way. Follow me. I am Blitz.
That little spacer sounded like he knew something. I sure hope we don't get lost. Look, over here. It's a stone with letters on it. I sure wish I could read what it said. It looks to me like it was written an awful long time ago. I wonder who put this here. Hey, what's going on? Gee! No, Pips, come back! Oh, no. Pips, please come back. Are you all right? Look. Hey, Pips, wait. You found the spacer's lost pearl. Come on, you two, stop. Pips, Sandy, where'd you go? Don't you guys know what this means? Oh boy, now we can help the spacers. Wow. Much later, when my dad took me to the library, I found out that I'd been led to an ancient temple, a place made by old native guys, more years ago than I can even count. But right then, it seemed to me like I'd gotten into a spooky old ghost house, like they had in the amusement park back home, in the city, where I wished I was right then. Back home, I mean. Talk about scary. I sure wish my mom and dad were around. I started to get pretty worried because this was for real. The next thing I knew, I was in a gigantic room and it was filled with mirrors. That did it. I thought this had to be an amusement park or a very weird nightmare. I was starting to be afraid of my own shadow, but what was in the mirror was even spookier than that.
David, you have found a hall of 1,000 ancient secrets. Enter the mirror. You alone hold the Pearl of the Ages.
Could somebody really walk into a mirror, and what would be on the other side? I just had to find out. I guess I made it through to the other side, but I still had no idea where I was. And then I saw it. There was a bright golden light at the end of the tunnel.
Pip, Sandy, are you here? Whoa! Oh, that was close.
The pearl I was holding must have been magic, because I felt like I didn't weigh anything at all. One thing for sure, there was nothing back home in Chicago that looked anything like this. I was starting to get tired and confused, and I knew I was lost and probably couldn't find my way back out of this place. And where had Sandy and Pip's gone?
You have come to the hall called the Museum of Toys to Come.
Some of these figures looked very familiar to me, and I even recognized one or two from TV and the movies. And then I saw the last one.
Well, whoever made this place could see into the future. It's a spacer.
Yes, it is I, the spacer known as Plix. David, you must help me locate my friends who have been taken captive by the Lady Human.
Sure, I know who you mean. She called herself Fondo, and I saw her take all your friends in the jungle.
Zats, you did? We were on a special mission. The future of your planet may be at stake. Will you show Plix where you think they might have gone? Will you?
Okay, and we've got to let loose 2 eagles and a lot of other friends she's also taken. What do you say?
I say yes. You have found what we seek. We will work together.
Don't worry, you'll see. We'll take care of everything, Mr. Spacer. Hey, Sandy! I couldn't keep up with you two guys. I think I get it. I'd say they're real glad to see us again.
Do these animal friends know you have located the lost magic pearl?
Here. He's right, we found it.
Zats, this is more important to the spacers than you will ever realize. David, you are a hero indeed.
What's that? Sandy seemed to be explaining that it was really Pips who had found the pearl on the temple stairs, and Plix was impressed.
Zats, wait here. David!
Yes?
Our time is limited. You must help me find the proper location to hide the pearls. This is most important, as the pearls contain all of the knowledge in the universe. And with their help, we can protect the Earth from any danger. They must not fall into the wrong hands.
That dope babe just can't handle this job. I should have known better. So I'll take care of it myself. And then I'll control the world and every single thing that's in it.
And so the nasty Mr. Stillmore had come to the jungle to search for the magic pearls.
Where are those things? They gotta be here someplace. Let's see here. What do we got? What is this, a set from an old Hercules movie or something? Looks kinda old and run down. They in there? I know, I gotta get psychological, like if I was one of those pearls. Where would I hide? Yeah, like that. Hey, buddy, take a hike. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Okay. Pips, you'll keep guard from over there, and Sandy will watch from here while Plix and I go hide the pearls. Go! Plix, look over there. It's a secret signal.
No, David, that's a spy!
Look out!
As you Earth people say, hey, no biggie.
Ah! Oh, now I can't see!
Plix and I weren't sure if his laser beam was on target, but Pips and Sandy'd seen everything. They gave us the high sign that the coast was clear. The time had come to hide the pearls, but we didn't know where. Pips had an idea and went right to work. Not bad, Pips, but... Maybe under a stone would be better.
That is excellent. David, wait. Please move aside.
Huh?
Let me show you a much easier way.
Oh, sure. All right. This little Plix guy from outer space had more power than a whole arcade of video games. Pips went right to work, and before long, the pearl crate was safe and sound. At least we thought so. Yes, Pips, it's time now to free all of the animals. Miss Doe is down in that camp. Spread out and be quiet. Meanwhile, Mr. Steelmore was getting dangerously close to the pearls.
They gotta be around here someplace. Yeah, well.
We sneaked into the camp and were as quiet as we could be.
Release us.
Sandy explained to the spacers that we were going to let him go. It was lucky that Samuel wasn't very bright, because even when I messed up, he didn't put the pieces together. The silly monkey sensed that something was wrong, but he still hadn't seen it. I was getting sort of nervous, but it was too late to turn back. I had to get my hands on those keys. Almost. There, got him. Now, all I have to do is open up the cages. While I release Sandy's mom and dad, Pips let free the rhino. That does it. Okay, go on. Everybody helped out that day, even little Sandy. So far, things were going great, and the animals were sure glad to see us. Opening up the spacer's cage was going to be a tough one. I knew I had to be extra quiet. Consider yourselves rescued.
Little Earth human, we want to help you complete this mission. The snake, it must be free, but our solar energy has been depleted.
In school, I'd learned that solar energy meant the sun's power, and I remembered I had my mirror. The spacers recharged their batteries and zapped the lock in no time.
Hey!
Let's go!
Oh, no, you don't. You're not getting away from me this time. Whoa.
For kidnapping the spacers and all those animals, Miss Doe had pretty much gotten what she deserved. Well, almost.
Help! Oh, please don't hurt me. Let's talk this over. Help! Help! Maybe we can work out a deal. What if I say I'm sorry? Oh, you must have me confused with some other greedy animal wrestler.
I guess you forgot and took the wrong turn.
Fasten your seatbelt, your door is ajar. Your mileage may differ.
Let me out right now. Please help me.
I was beginning to feel a lot better about being away from my friends and toys back home in Chicago. Along with Pips and Sandy, I'd helped a whole bunch of animals to be free again. Oh yeah, the spacer guys too. There was only one cage with a prisoner still trapped inside, and that was Ms. Fondo herself.
Oh, you've brought me my breakfast. Yes, bring me my coffee. Yes, my coffee. Oh, all right already. Don't you dare! Give me that, you dweeb! Just hand it over. No. I don't believe this is actually happening to me. I have nothing left to live for.
How do you like it in there, Miss Doe? We all thought that you should find out what it's like from the other side of those bars for a while.
I'll explain if you let me out. I will. Absolutely none of this was my idea.
Miss Doe told us about her boss's big plans. She said it was Mr. Stillmore who wanted to sell the animals for their skins, tusks, and feathers so he could build himself a town in the jungle, and that he was looking for a clue to the location of the magic pearls this very instant. The pearls are hidden where that old guy won't find them. Now, don't you worry. And we're gonna let you go real soon because we don't want any prisoners.
I'm very sorry, really.
No, Sandy wasn't doing a new dance. He'd lost a tail feather and decided he'd go find it. Sandy was scouting around from the sky when he saw that old Mr. Stillmore nosing around our secret hiding place. Unfortunately, Mr. Stillmore wasn't the kind of guy that gives up.
Oh, yeah!
Sandy had seen everything and knew exactly what to do. Well, sort of. He wasn't really hurt bad and wanted to tell us the whole story. Just what are you trying to tell us there, Sandy? Over there? Digging? Digging for treasure? The pearls? Do you mean looking for the box with the Spacer's pearls? Oh, now I get it. Somebody bad is trying to find where we hid them.
Please let me out. Hey, I asked you real nicely.
Sandy let us know that somebody with a phony smile took something and snuck away with it. Somebody... Stillmore! No! Come on, Pips and Sandy. We've got to get back over there just as fast as we can.
Stop! Please, come back. Don't just leave me here like this. I've turned over a new leaf. I've changed. I'm begging you. Please give me a break. I'm so ashamed of myself. I promise I'll help you get those pearls back.
Did she mean it when she said she was sorry? I didn't know whether to trust her or not. Maybe it was only a trick, but I decided that I'd let her go now. Well, I did promise her, and Mom and Dad say how I should always keep a promise.
Oh, thanks, David. You'll never regret this. You'll see.
When I watched her run away like that, I thought I'd made a mistake. Oh, great. I knew it. I knew it. I should have known better than to trust her.
Hello out there. I want to show you that I've really changed and that I'm not so tough after all. What do you think? Huh?
And, well, let's just say we all liked what we saw.
We shouldn't waste any time. Let's get going.
By this time, nasty Mr. Stillmore had found the old ruins. And he knew there was a whole big fortune of treasure and stuff hidden in there. But those ancient guys were smart enough to hide it all really well. It'd take somebody with special powers and knowledge to find that treasure. But since Mr. Stillmore had the magic pearls, he had that knowledge, too. See, the Spacer's pearls gave magic power to anybody who owned them. So Mr. Stillmore knew exactly where to go. The pearls were leading him right to the Hall of 1,000 Ancient Secrets.
Hey, my pearls! All right, my marvelous marbles, my beautiful bearings, my priceless pearls, come to Papa. And if I get all of you back in the egg crate in the right order, you'll take me to the secret treasure, won't you? I'm a genius, I did it! Anybody can be the richest man on Earth, but I'm the richest man in the universe. I love me. What a guy.
I know you're in your feelings. Come on, you weasel. Show your ugly face. There you are. Give me those pearls. They don't belong to you. Stop. You won't get away.
He's gotten away. I didn't know what to do next. Both Mr. Stillmore and Fawn had disappeared through the mirror, but for some reason it didn't let us through, and I didn't know why. Pips decided to take one last stab at it. I've got to admit, we were feeling sort of depressed right about then, when Pips got an idea. He thought he'd make some faces in the mirror to cheer us up. And I guess it worked. We were having a whole lot of fun, and for a minute or two, we'd forgotten our problems. Then all of a sudden, spooky stuff began to happen. I knew we weren't going to get out of this, and I'd never see Mom and Dad or anybody back home ever again. If there was any way to stop that war, I'd promise to be nice to everybody, never tell another lie, and eat my vegetables, even broccoli. And then, a miracle happened. We went straight home to my room where we were safe and where I could think of ways to help my friends get those pearls again.
David, it's bedtime. But something's wrong. What's the matter? You can tell me. Just tell Mom what's bothering you.
The pearls.
The pearls? Son, what are pearls?
Pearls, huh?
Hmm?
All right, I'll tell you. Now Mr. Stillmore's got all the power in the universe. The Spacer's pearls will help him wreck the jungle, and the animals won't have a home anymore.
Don't cry, big fella. Mom and Dad are right here, and everything will be all right. You'll see. Come on now. How would it be if your mom made you some nice warm cocoa? What do you say? Not a problem in the world a good night's sleep won't solve.
That sounds good. Thanks, Dad.
You get your prayers started, and I'll come right back upstairs. We'll have a talk.
What do you think it is this time? Edward, I'm worried about our son. Could it be the flu coming on,
There. David just has a very lively imagination, that's all. That's normal for any healthy, active kid his age. When I was a boy, it was a very different story. I ignored my imaginary friend.
While I slept that night, Mr. Stillmore continued to explore the old ruins. But now, Fawn was right behind him.
That darn doe dame's dogging me for some reason or other, and she didn't sound too happy. Maybe it's because I didn't let her finish her job in the jungle. Ah, big deal. So she doesn't like me. I can live with that. Nobody likes me, so she's in good company. Here's a secluded spot where I can take a gander at those 6 little meal tickets from outer space. They found me, the cops, the Girl Scouts, they'll take away my credit card! No! Oh, what have we here? Could it be? They must have fallen into place. Now we're cooking. The power is mine! Yes! I don't believe it. Quick, somebody pinch me. My little pearls, they've taken me right to the treasure.
But Fawn wasn't far behind.
Well, I've got it. All the power in the world, and it's all mine. Diamonds, rubies, sapphires, even cubic zirconium. I'm the richest man in the world, and I don't have to be nice to anyone ever again.
Later that night, I had just gotten to sleep when a familiar sound woke me up again. The spacers are back, guys. Oh, they must need our help. Come on. Oh. Shh. Shh. All of the plants and animals in the jungle could sense that something was very wrong. What they didn't know was that greedy old Mr. Stillmore not only had all of the world's power, thanks to the Spacer's pearls, but also that he planned to flatten out the entire jungle and get rid of everything that lived there. Huh? Oh, the flowers. They're wilting.
I've been waiting for this all my life, or at least since last Tuesday. Anyway, they're mine. Oh, I like the sound of that. Mine. Yeah, it has a nice ring to it. When I sell off these beauties, I can turn the jungle into my very own private city. Mine, all mine. I am the ruler of the universe. Yeah! That kid's house will be the first one to go! And then right on that very spot, I'm gonna build Steelmore's world headquarters! It'll only be a matter of time before I flatten out the jungle and build my city! This worthless jungle's gonna be history, and before I'm through, the whole world's gonna know my name! Bulldozers, come in! This is Steelmore calling. Are you ready to start moving? When I give the signal, I want you to roll in formation, be thorough, do a good job, and destroy everything in your path. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it!
The horrible bulldozer army crushed its way through our beautiful jungle. I know I didn't want to be here at first when Mom and Dad took me away from my friends in Chicago, but I was getting to like it a lot and sure didn't want to see this place torn down or anything. This was home to all of my new friends.
Good morning, dear. What is that noise?
I don't know. I've been wondering about the same thing myself.
Maybe it's a passing jet. Oh.
Or an earthquake!
Edward, what's happening and where's David? Edward!
David, I almost forgot!
Quick, the bookcase! Be careful! Oh no! Edward! Edward! Are you all right? Darling! I'm gonna check David's room. He's not there. He must be playing outside. I hope he's all right. David!
I was real scared and didn't know what was going on, but I just had to see if everything was okay at the camp. I ran as fast as I could, wishing I could fly like Sandy does. But Fawn wasn't there. Whatever it was getting closer and closer. Guess that animals have a special way of knowing when something's wrong and can talk to each other somehow, because they all came and met us at the clearing. I wished I knew what to tell them was happening. Don't worry, I'll help you out. All of a sudden, smoke was covering up the skies. Oh, it's coming this way. Let's get out of here. To the old ruins, everybody, hurry up! I don't think my friends had run so fast ever before.
The whole jungle will be flattened, har, 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 and then paved over with concrete.
I was afraid that that when we get there that there wouldn't be anything left of the old temple. And well, I was almost right. It was in bad shape and everything was shaking all over the place. Come on, Pips! Ah! I won't leave you behind, little guy. Whoa! Don't be afraid, Pips. The old place was falling apart. We didn't have much time left at all. We made it! We were shut inside the old temple. Now what?
Let's just see if my bunch of dozers have been dozing, or if they've been doing their jobs. Here we go. Ah, yeah, there we are. Let me just brighten the contrast and contrast the brightness. Zoom out for the big picture. Will you look at those babies? Everything's coming along fine, just fine. Out go the trees and animals. In comes Steelmore's Utopia and World Domination Headquarters.
Mr. Steelmore!
Who is it? Whoa! It's you!
Oh, no! Those bulldozers! What are you doing to the jungle? You've got to stop them!
No one double-crosses Steelmore!
Call it anything you like, but I'm not going to let you get away with this!
Oh, but I am getting away with it! Booga booga!
Yeah, you crook! Oh, you die! One way or the other, I'm gonna put you out of business, you greasy meatball! Yeah! But you can't destroy the jungle.
And just who's gonna stop me? Thanks to those pearls, I rule the whole world now! That phrase sure has a nice ring to it! Yippee!
Mr. Steelmore had gone crazy with greed at a time when he should have been more careful.
Oh no, not again!
The old temple was falling apart around us and we were trapped inside. All we needed was a little more time and a lot more luck. Aunt Sandy, where are you? At first I thought I'd ended up alone in a very, very dark room. But then I saw that all my friends were there with me, and they were okay. I knew we didn't have a lot of time left to find a way out of that place, but it was impossible, like a huge puzzle, and we didn't have any clues.
Plex, is that really you? Zax, follow me, follow me. The pearls have fallen into the wrong hands. Your Earth is in danger. Only you can help. Zax.
Meanwhile, in another part of the ruins, Mr. Steelmore was trying to find all of the pearls again before they'd roll away.
I'll take this one, thank you.
Give that back!
Zax, you must follow me if the Earth is to be saved. I can take you through the mirror by chanting an ancient Indian incantation. Marti, Karma, Saloma.
Maybe it'll work. Here goes. We did it! There was no turning back. I hoped Plex knew what he was getting us into. All of a sudden, I heard some weird noises and a bunch of bright light shine right into my eyes. I didn't know what it was, but I knew it was the first time I was seeing it. And then, right in front of me was the Spacer's box of pearls. There you are. Hello. This is quite a coincidence, huh?
Everybody wants a piece of the action. Huh? Gimme.
David, Cal.
Okay.
Hey! Give me back them pearls.
They're not yours.
Wise guy. I found them. They're mine now. You hear me, kid?
Spacers.
Hey, what do you say we make a little deal? You give them back to me and I won't leave a footprint on your face. How's that sound? Fair enough? Come back here, you pint-sized peewee. Oh, no! Come on now, Boot! I'll buy you a bone! Listen to reason! They heal all over, play dead!
Yeah, that's a good pup.
Gotcha! Oh, now look what you've done! I'm tired of being Mr. Nice Guy around here, you hear me? But those pearls are mine and that's final! Then come on down! Who do you think you
Nice going, Samuel.
Hands up!
Cute, very cute.
I'll say one thing about that old crook. He never gave up. Watch out, Samuel!
Quiet!
Give up before you fall down and mess up the floor. Jump, Samuel, jump! You did it. You're a good boy, Samuel.
No, stop it!
Come on.
I'm through playing games with you people. Who wants to be the first to sample Steelmore's hammerlock?
That's... David, I have retrieved the lost pearl. Now your enemy can no longer harm you.
We'd done it! We'd stopped Mr. Steelmore! So much for his plans to ruin the jungle and rule the world! Boy, this had turned out to be one major league summer vacation! Oh, I could never have done it without you, Fawn! Sandy, Pip, we win! We win! Big loser!
It's all over! Help! Let me out of here! Help me! They're laughing at me! I gotta get out of here! I'm back in the Hall of Secrets! I've been saved! Hallelujah! I'm free again! Bye-bye!
There can be no evil in this ancient temple. You will be free again. But first you must learn the lesson that the world is a place for peace and harmony, and not selfishness and greed.
And that's exactly how it happened. The flowers opened up and all the animals knew to come out into the sunshine. The jungle came alive again. The danger was over. I was so happy to be back home again. That's right, I said home, because I'd finally realized that this jungle was as much a part of me now as our place back in Chicago. I really did like it here after all.
That's...
I looked down and waved goodbye to Fawn. She turned out to be a real good friend after all. We had a blast soaring high above the jungle, but not everybody felt comfortable way up in the air like that. I had to be one of the luckiest kids I know of. Not only did I have friends back home in the city, but also friends here in the jungle, and even some who lived in a whole other world. And another thing I learned that summer was that families should stick together and let each other know how much they care. Hey, we're home! David! Mom, Dad, look! Boy, am I happy to see you!
I'm glad you're safe. We were worried.
Yeah, thanks,
Thanks
all
for
of
the
you.
ride, guys. Come back soon. Just like me, the little eagle went back home to his parents, but he promised to visit every chance he got. Sandy, the two of us are going to be best friends forever and ever, right? Go on. Bye-bye. See you soon, Sandy. Thanks for everything. Couldn't have done it without you. Bye-bye. Sure, there were other fun vacations to come, but none would ever compare with that magic summer I spent with Pips and Sandy in the jungle.
get ready to lose yourself in the beauty and the wonder of A Journey Through Fairyland. Just when Michael finds himself out of tune with this world, he finds himself in total harmony with another world and in love with a special new friend. She takes him on a magical trip to those wondrous places where all beautiful things come from. Flowerland and the incredible Music Land, where you'll meet the most lovable characters to ever fill your screen. The Cuddle Bubbles, the Flower Fairies, and the most mischievous little eighth note ever, treble. It's a journey you'll never forget through a world of breathtaking beauty, adrift on the flow of endless music.
Like the flowers in spring, I have come here to see Michael.
From original love songs to great masterpieces from the world of symphonies. If this small sampling isn't enough to convince you, listen to what the critics have to say. Young viewers should be uplifted by the images of love and success in this gentle tale. Adults, too, will find the animation and music compelling. Stunning sequences to jumpstart a child's developing imagination. And something like A Journey Through Fairyland comes along once in a great while. Best to snap it up while it's here. Recorded in stunning stereo by the famed Tokyo Philharmonic, this full-length animated feature is the perfect introduction to classical music for all. For an experience to remember forever, you don't want to miss A Journey Through Fairyland. Who's the doggonest best detective London ever had? Elementary, my dear viewer. The ingenious, incomparable Sherlock Hound in his home video debut, Tales of Mystery.
Watson, let's get back to London.
Now where?
Stop Scotland Yard.
That's right. The shrewdest sleuth ever is back, complete with his gentle, courageous companion, Dr. Watson, their quietly beautiful and ever so resourceful housekeeper, Mrs. Hudson, and literature's most devious evildoer, Professor Moriarty.
I have conceived of a plan to get rid of Hound once and for all.
Once and for all? Yes. And the results are the most exciting action sequences in animation today.
Hey! I've got you this time, Hound!
In the tradition of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's literary masterpieces, this fully animated feature is simply bursting with cliffhangers and unforgettable characters. From desperate adults to very clever kids, to burly and brave policemen, to very cunning and conniving crooks.
Perfect.
Beautifully animated and brilliantly acted, it's the surprise thriller of the season. So hurry, don't miss it. Just one look is all the clue you'll need to detect that this is one timeless classic that will bring thrills and joy to the whole family for years to come. Sherlock Hound and Tales of Mystery.
You're about to meet two of the biggest, most lovable creatures ever, Samson and Sally, in The Song of the Whales. As for Samson, he may be the littlest whale in his herd, but no one's got bigger sneezes or gets into bigger trouble. Unfortunately, thanks to mankind, getting out of trouble is what whales often have to spend most of their time doing.
Whale! Dead ahead! Oh,
Leave the children alone, you monsters! Keep down. Get behind me.
Sadly for Sally, that's where she comes in. Orphaned by the hunters, she's adopted by Samson's herd. But thanks to him, she's not sad for long.
Oh, I like being with you. Samson, you're nice.
well, so are you. Let's play together like this forever. Just the two of us.
Like sweethearts?
That's how it stays, nice and peaceful. That is until they hear the legendary tale of the mightiest whale of them all, Moby Dick.
Hey, white whale!
We've got him now. Yeah! Harness divers! Moby Dick!
Convinced Moby Dick is real, Samson decides this great white giant is the only one who can save all of today's whales from destruction. And off he goes, the littlest whale in the biggest seas, in search of his hero. On, until at last he reaches that place where the sun goes down and finds the city under the sea, the home of Moby Dick. Critically acclaimed the world over, this theatrically released feature is not just winning hearts, but awards as well, including first prize of the jury at the Animation Festival of France, special prize of the jury at the Children's Youth Festival of Lyon, and best children's film at the Tomar Children's Youth Festival of Portugal. Need we say more? To find out for yourself what's got the rest of the world jumping for joy, don't miss the incredible 70-minute, fully animated Samson and Sally and the Song of the Whales.
A 95-minute breath of video fresh air as we proudly present the newest member of the Just for Kids family in Clementine's Enchanted Journey. To know Clementine is to love her, but watch out, she'll fly away with your heart. That is, if her fabulous family and friends don't fly away with it first. You'll love her courageous flying father, his high-flying sweetheart, a very resourceful brother, a clown, and a whole array of amazing animals, especially Archibald the aging cat and her spunky, lovable kitten, Propeller. Just like her father, Clementine believes that when it comes to adventure, the sky's the limit. And when things get really bad, she possesses the kind of courage that inspires everyone. Suffering a paralyzing injury in an air crash would discourage the best of us, but not Clementine. Just as she's hurt, a very strange and wonderful thing happens to let her know everything is going to be all right, no matter what.
Welcome to the Blue Bubble, Clementine. Here, in the circle of time, you have nothing to fear.
Blessed with the protection of a magic bubble and the help of a very special guardian spirit, she's able to travel from her handicap world to other times and places, where she's free to walk and talk with some of history's most remarkable people, like, would you believe, Leonardo da Vinci?
And here we are, my latest invention, ice cream Italian style. You see, my love of food is a never-ending source of inspiration for me.
Meeting great human beings is one thing, but even she wasn't ready for the great not-so-human being, Pinocchio. No matter where Clementine goes in time, though, one thing is for very sure. Your heart will go with her. So do yourself and everyone else you love a very big favor and don't miss the heartwarming inspiration of a lifetime, Clementine's Enchanted Journey. Please welcome the cutest, cleverest couple of koala bears in the world. Together, they're called the Noozles. And Nuzzling with the Noozles is the name of their magical adventure, which is just perfect because that's where it all begins. You see, when Sandy first meets Blinky, he's just a stuffed toy. But when she nuzzles him, aha, that's when the magic begins.
Blinky! Whoa! Whoa!
Are you really talking to me or am I dreaming?
Why, of course you're not dreaming. I'm just as real as you are.
Yes, not only is he real, but so's his sister.
Binky! Lots of fun, huh? Without me, I suppose.
Maybe, but not nearly as much fun as when she's around. Because then anything can happen, and we mean anything. From magical moonlight flights to absolute fun-filled free-for-all.
Who was it that was gonna eat me up? Hey, we're back at track. Hey, don't open that. It's magical flying pancake mix. Watch
It's a fun-filled secret nobody knows. Not even Sandy's mom or her totally loving dad or the boy next door. No one knows, that is, except her wise and wonderful grandmother. And when it is necessary for anyone else to know, like when saving your teacher from a lion, or going back in time to make sure your parents meet and get married, when it's all over, they just conveniently forget. But don't you worry, because this is one fully animated feature you won't soon forget. So go on, jump on in, and let Sandy and her friends fill your life with the kind of joy that can only come from Nuzzling with the Noozles, a magical adventure. Get ready for one of today's most beloved tale-telling talents as Just for Kids proudly presents the premiere of stories from the big, fat, fabulous bear, Janosch. That's right, Janosch. But don't worry, you don't have to know how to pronounce his name to love his stories. Richly narrated, each of them is full of that stuff all great children's classics possess. Wonderful, whimsical fantasies, alive with unforgettable characters, like the tiger and the bear and their search for the land of plenty, Panama.
Hello, Mouse, said the little bear. We're off to Panama. Everything is much better there, and much bigger, too.
It can't be any bigger than my mouse hole.
Snorted the mouse.
Hardly worth the effort.
Bah, what do mice know about Panama? Nothing, if not less.
And so they asked the fox, the cow, the possum, and the hare, and continued on and on until finally the wise crow gave them a bird's eye view of the world they've been longing for all along. Home, sweet home. And then there's the beautiful little bird who not only teaches lovable old Pop-Off how to fly, but fly high, all the way to the castle in the sky. A place of unbelievable charm where all dreams can come true, which is what Janosch's world is all about. Stories from the big, fat, fabulous bear, Janosch.